Dr. No, despite being the first James Bond movie, isn't actually the first James Bond movie, technically.
Are you serious?
A few years prior, there was a TV adaptation of Casino Royale, starring Barry Nelson. That's right, there was an actor for James Bond before Sean Connery. My guess is that Barry wasn't Scottish enough to play a British spy. Also, Casino Royale is chronologically the first James Bond story, and Dr. No is the sixth. It is so fascinating to me how strange Bond's adaptations are. Now, me personally, I think the movie is a bit on the boring side, but make no mistake, I have a lot of respect for it. The best way I can describe my feelings for this movie is that it almost feels like an experiment. An experiment to see how well a character like James Bond can do in cinema. An experiment to see how well movies in color can do. That's right. This movie is so old, movies in color were still not a common thing. I thought the effects were passable. Dated, but passable. Keep in mind, this movie was released in the mid-60s. Effects aren't on the same level as the present. Deal with it. Although I will admit, Dr. No, as in the character, his hands look like they have flex tape all around him instead of being robotic, like they're supposed to be. And I always thought that was funny.
Hi, Phil Swift here for Flex Tape.
He also had one of the more brutal Bond villain defeats, being sunken into a pool of boiling hot irradiated water.
Now that's a lot of damage.
Overall, the movie is fine, and is one of the more culturally significant movies due to it being the thing that got the James Bond train up and running. It is quite literally the origin of that iconic theme song. I'll end it on a fun fact, because the movie sure didn't know this fact. Tarantulas aren't actually venomous, and are relatively harmless to humans. Because let me tell you something, for a doctor, Dr. No sure acted like this tarantula was going to turn James Bond into free XP.